Hello everybody, we just arrived in Brieuc. It's a really cool place, really good vibes, heaps of people in the village, and yeah, it was really pretty. The leg went well-ish. Lost quite a bit on the first leg in the big storm. We had 35 knots gusting up to 40, 42, crossing the channel with the spinnaker angle about 135 true wind angle, so that was full on. We had a dose of water on deck and the heaps of pressure on, but yeah, I made a bit of a, I guess, wrong call, which the wind was supposed to knock us, and then so we had to go to Solitaire after that and to the J2 basically, because the angle was too tight, and there was a little bit of a rotation, and I was just on the ley line, so I didn't want to fall below the ley line, and because the wind rotated a bit, I was like, okay, this is it. Let's maybe come a little earlier. And so I dropped the spinnaker, and by then it was 38 knots, and I thought three spinnakers about 2 miles ahead of me dropping as well, and I was like, okay, that means that it's there, and it's still there 2 miles ahead. It turned out it wasn't there. The wind came back to the right angle, and but once I had dropped and 38 knots, really it was quite pretty hard getting the kite back on board. I was like, the wind was only supposed to increase, so I was like, if I do it again, I might really lose a kite or break something. So I decided to carry on the Solent, and I spent the whole time tossing up whether I'd wool the spinnaker, rehoisted it, and I guess, yeah, next time I definitely will, but yeah, I was under the Solent for a while the other guys, not everybody, there was a lot of people that peeled, but the guys in the lead were on the spinnaker, so they're doing 3 knots boat speed more than you do, so you lose quite quickly, and I think about 45 minutes later they peeled as well. So that was a bit of a tough call, but the rest of the leg went well. I was just so determined to come back. I knew it was going to be a big challenge because at some stage I had like 30 mile. I was 30 mile behind. Well, that's what I heard in the ranking anyway, because we don't get ranking. We only get ranking every twice a day. And but yeah, I worked really hard, and I think I sailed pretty well, and I was really happy with the speed and how I was doing, and I managed to come back really close. I think I got back within less than 11, or at one stage I was 7 miles within them, and then they extended a bit with the tide just coming to the finish, so that was quite cool. Take a bit of time on the leader because the race is on elapsed time rather than ranking, so I think I've got 2 hours, which is to me I think a bit bad, but on the other hand it's still 3 legs to go, and I'm so determined to come back on that, and very confident. The boat's tip-top shape. I also had all the boats in tip-top shape except for the pilot. I started to have problems the day after the start, which I don't understand where it came from, because we didn't change any setup on the boat, and it worked perfect since last year, and the pilot started to not be able to hold course, and just like the tiller would go in all direction, and I spent a lot of time trying to fix it. I had the manual on board. I did all the stuff I knew, and I also had the manual which I read to make sure I wasn't missing out something, check the mechanics of it, check the settings, check all the settings on the sensors, because it takes the wind info, it takes speed info, it takes a lot of info to be able to calculate sort of where it needs to go. Didn't find anything, and the problem degraded over time. It got worse and worse and worse, and it was able to hold the boat even less and less, so I was spending more and more time driving. I think yesterday I spent 4 or 5 hours solid without a break on the tiller, and in the meantime you can do weather, you can check your route, check options that you're taking, check how the fleet's going, because by then I could see the fleet again on AIS almost, and then so yeah, it was another challenge. It was a bit tough, but yeah, managed to arrive here safe and sound, but definitely getting onto it tomorrow morning first thing, and then I spoke to the guy that are here to help us with the electronics, and they're not 100% sure what's wrong. Even when I describe the problem and everything, I try to fix it. So then we'll come tomorrow with computers and just do heaps of testing, try and find out whether it's 2 things. It's either the tiller angle sensor that's got a problem, but mechanically it looks fine. I went and check it during the sail, or it's the actual brains of the pilot that is stuffed, and in which case I need a new one, and that would be a big change. And then we'll go out Saturday morning to test everything, because I want to be 100% sure that it's all great for the start of the next leg. But other than that, yeah, everything's all good, and I'm so looking forward to going again, and super motivated to do really well. So that's cool.